Hey folks, today I want to talk about SuperSport motorcycles. I know a lot of you guys and gals out there admire SuperSport bikes like I do, and you're trying to figure out the best path to get on the bike of your dreams, that SuperSport motorcycle. What I say is take the MSF class first thing, which is a motorcycle safety instructional class. Take that class, they'll teach you how to ride a motorcycle, and you can get your motorcycle endorsement. When you take that class, if you do very well on it, you feel very confident that you can ride a motorcycle very well, and you're trying to figure out that first bike to buy when you get out of the class. You know, a lot of people will tell you get a 250, build your skill set up, and then step up to the bike that you want, the bigger bike. I say, if you feel very comfortable on a motorcycle, you did very well in the class, I say just go ahead and get the bike of your dreams. Go ahead and get that SuperSport bike. Now, I don't recommend getting a leader bike. That's only for highly skilled motorcycle riders. But I don't see any problem with you going ahead and getting a SuperSport, 600cc SuperSport motorcycle. There are bikes out there such as the 2008 and 2009 Gixxer 600. That has power restriction on the bike, has power modes A, B, and C, which C I believe cuts the power by like 50%, and then B cuts it, you know, a little bit less than that. Then A is full power. That way you can get the bike of your dreams and you can grow with the bike. Because I'll tell you, you know, these 600 SuperSport bikes are really not all that much heavier than the 250 bikes. In my opinion, this CBR 600RR that I have, I actually feel more comfortable on this bike than I did the CBR 250R, because this bike accommodates both an aggressive riding position and an upright position as well, as whereas the 250 pretty much you're in a mostly upright position on that bike. And as most of you know, when you're in a more aggressive riding position, it allows you to tackle the twisties a lot better than in an upright position. And in my opinion, it's just more fun on this bike too. But you know, I didn't take an MSF class. I taught myself how to ride a motorcycle, so you know it's natural, and it was good for me to start on a 250, and I'm glad that I did. I just wish I didn't get it brand new. If I had to do it over again, I would have got a you know, a Ninja 250 for like 2,000 or 2,500 bucks off of Craigslist. You know, taught myself how to ride on it for a few months and then resell it back on Craigslist for the same amount or maybe a little bit less, so you lose very little bit of money. But for those of you that have taken the MSF class, did well on it, feel very confident, I don't see no reason why you can't go ahead and get the bike of your dreams, a SuperSport bike. I've had a couple of friends that do that, and they actually had no problems at all. I had one friend, when he graduated from the MSF class, he went and got a Gixxer 750 as his first bike. And he actually, I mean, he's done very well. He's a very good rider. You know, if you're a cautious rider, you're a safe rider, and you feel, you know, that, and you respect the throttle, there's no reason why you can't do well on getting the SuperSport bike as your first bike. There's actually another motovlogger on here by the name of Ashfoot. I think her first bike was a Gixxer 600, a 2007 Gixxer 600, which doesn't even have the power modes, and that was her first bike out of MSF class, and she did very well. She's been riding for years, like what, 4 or 5 years now, and she actually rides on the track and everything, man. She can probably take out a lot of you highly skilled riders. But yeah, go ahead and get that bike that you really want, man. You know, that'll save you some time and money, and it'll allow you to grow on the bike. And in my opinion, the 600cc bike is really all you need for the streets. I don't understand why people even go up to a leader bike on the streets, really. Now, if you're riding the track, you know, I can understand stepping up to a leader bike, because you know you can you know, you don't have to worry about cagers. You can give it, you know, you can haul ass on the track as fast as you want. But I mean, you have to stick to speed limits here out in the city. You know, you can't. So what, in my opinion, what's the point of getting a liter bike? Because it's probably going to get you into trouble. But you know, people do what they want to do. But yeah. And now, as far as buying a SuperSport bike, your best bet if you want to save a lot of money, get it off of Craigslist. But I do recommend you get the bike checked by a mechanic, or if you know a good friend that's a mechanic, or maybe if the buyer's willing to take the bike to a bike shop to get it checked, definitely do that, because there's a lot of people out there, man, that are selling stolen bikes and or selling wrecked bikes. And you know, so you want to make sure you're getting a good bike. But if you go to a dealer, you're pretty much more than likely you're going to get raped by the dealer. I mean, because they're trying to make a profit, you know, to keep their business going. So obviously they're going to have, you know, they have a lot more overhead, so they're going to charge more of a premium on the bikes. But yeah, I would. So that's, you know, I bought mine at a dealer because I had a hard time selling my CBR 250R, and so I just went ahead and traded it in, and they gave me like $3,500, and I paid $6,500 for this this bike that I have, the CBR 600RR. So but they do charge like a dock fee, which is like $200, and then of course you got your taxes and everything else. So I paid like extra $3,800 you know, out the door with trading my CBR 250R in. So it wasn't that bad of a deal, but could have been a lot worse, and it could have been a lot better. It would have been a hell of a lot better if I was able to sell the bike on my own, and then take that money and go to Craigslist and then add to it and get a good deal on a bike. But it is what it is, and that's how it played out. But yeah, I just wanted to convey the message out there to all the noobs out there, and they're trying to figure out, you know, how to get on that motorcycle of their dreams, a SuperSport bike. So, but if you have any questions or anything, feel free to hit me up, you know, and I'll be glad to help you out with, you know, the experience I have so far. And I've been riding only for a couple of years, so I'm fairly, you know, new to the scene myself, but I've learned a great deal in those 2 years. And I started off on actually on a Chinese scooter, and worked my way up to a SuperSport. But hey, until next time, folks, catch you later.
I have no idea where the hell I'm at, man. I just went riding down south. I've never been here before. I think it's about time to head home. It's gonna get dark pretty soon, and it's getting colder by the minute. Feels good though to me. I love riding in cold weather. Alright, let's get back on the road.